Hello everybody, this is Chuck Kent again, and I just wanted to show you how I make either a ribeye or a pork steak. Now today I got a pork steak, and I thawed it out in the microwave because it seems to cook a little better. Plus, the powder that seasoning I put on it will stick to it better if it's thawed out and not hard. So the things I used for the pork steak is I got me a air fryer here, and you can buy these on eBay. I paid $31.50 for this. I think it's a 6.5 quart unit. It's got a nice big basket. It's about 9 inches square cooking area. Then and you can put the meat right on here, but I prefer to use parchment paper. Put parchment paper in the bottom here like this, and then I set my trivet on top of there, and that lifts the steak up off the paper about a 1/2 inch so the air can get underneath it. And that parchment paper, when you order it off of eBay, order the parchment paper that's got got a silicone non-stick coating on it. If you get just a regular parchment paper and put the meat on it, why, it'll have a tendency to stick if it's just parchment paper. But if you get the coated parchment paper, the stuff won't stick to it. So I prefer that. And you can get like 100 of them for $8 or $10, including that includes shipping. Then the other thing I use is this steak seasoning. It's a Spice Supreme, and I get this at Winn-Dixie in their dollar area, and you can buy this. This costs $1.25. But if you want to buy it on Amazon, you can get this same thing in the same bottle and everything for $6.40 each. So I prefer to buy it at Winn-Dixie for $1.25. So with that, what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and season the pork steak with this seasoning on both sides, and then I'll come back and we'll go from there. Okay, so I put seasoning on both sides of the steak, and I'm ready to put it in the air cooker. And this air cooker defaults to the perfect setting for either a ribeye like that or a pork steak. So it's set at 370 degrees at 15 minutes. Now Mary and I are on a low carb diet, and so we eat the fat on our meat rather than having sugar during the day. The same thing with breakfast. You have eggs and sausage, or eggs and Spam, or eggs and bacon. And on this diet, it's important that you eat the fat, because since we're not eating any sugar, the fat in the meat is our sugar. And you say, well, man, that contradicts everything a cardiologist says. Well, both of us have had our blood tested several times since we went on this diet, and our cholesterol's come way down to, like, mine's less than 160, and my triglycerides are less than 160, and the LDL and all of that is right where it's supposed to be. Not only that, cutting out all the carbs, my A1C was running around maybe 6.6 to maybe as high as 6.9, usually around 6.6. And so since we've gone on this low carb diet, I checked my blood, and it on the meter it reads like 95, 100. It's almost back to normal, and I'm a borderline diabetic. So it's eating this low carb diet it's got a lot of benefits. We've both lost a lot of weight. on the diet and feel a lot better. Your inflammation in your body is a lot lower. There's just a lot of benefits to cutting out all the sugar in your diet, or as much as you can. So at any rate, I put the meat in the cooker here, and we'll start it. And it's going to be 15 minutes at 370 degrees. Now, I get all the meat that I get, I want it marbled. That's the reason I eat a ribeye rather than a New York strip, although New York strip's good. And then we eat pork steaks because they got a lot of fat in them. So you may want to cook the meat just a little longer rather than having it like medium rare, maybe medium. And I like to cook it long enough that the fat on the meat is starting to get a little crispy. It's rendered because it just makes it taste better. So we'll cook this steak for 15 minutes, and I'll come back and we'll see how it ends up. Okay, it's been 15 minutes. We'll pull the steak out and see how it looks. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. Cooked to perfection. So all I need to do now is lift it out and cut it and put it on plates. Mary and I will split a steak about this size. It's probably that's right at a pound probably. So we'll each get about a 2-ounce steak. Like I say, well, you can cook hamburgers. We get those little steak burgers from Sam's. They're little about that big. They will cook good. Pork chops cook good in it. If you can find the steak eyes at Walmart, they fry up real good. For us, any meat that's sort of marbled is what we like. But just about any kind of pork steak or chop works good in this, and they all seem to cook about the same speed. It's probably about say 15 minutes at 370 degrees. So I'm going to plate this up and eat it. So hope you guys enjoyed the video and maybe try this out. Notice that the paper seeds caught all the grease. So all I got to do is lift the steak out and wipe off the trivet in there and throw the paper out, and the unit's all clean. Like I say, you can get these air fryers on eBay. Like I paid $31.50, and that includes shipping. I don't even know how they make them for that, but I've probably used this thing 50 times so far, and it's not given me a moment's trouble. So have a good day, and I'll talk to you later.